Howdy-ho, neighbor. What's going on today? So, I'll tell you what. You ever get that feeling where it's just like you're trying every day, but you don't really feel like you're doing all that much? That's kind of how I feel today. Jeez. I only have like a small window of time usually when I get home because I got like the baby and the wife to work with. And, man, I don't get to bed until like 7 in the morning, and then I just sleep for a couple hours and then go back to work. And I mean, functionally speaking, I feel just fine. Like, I don't really get super tired or anything like that. I eat pretty damn healthy for the most part, and I think my body just finds a good way to sleep, 5 hours, or a lot of situations 4 hours. Not super bad. I'm able to work well with that. Now, I should probably stop eating food right before I do these, because I always have to like cough afterwards. Get little chunks of food or stuff stuck in my shit. So, my goodness. So, I'm trying to still wrap my head around a lot of this crap with music royalties and stuff like that, because there is a lot of videos describing a lot of different things when it comes to the music world. So, for example, I found one helpful video, and the way he broke it down was that if you're getting a distributor, then you go ahead and send your music through all the different platforms and stuff, like iTunes and whatever have you. Let's see, there's iTunes, there's Spotify, streaming services like that. So I've done step number one. I have a account with DistroKid, and I have music distributed through them. Pretty simple process. Well, so if somebody plays your stuff on Spotify, you're going to get paid for stuff like that. And I understand that much. But what they were talking about was things like mechanical royalties and publishing royalties and some other stuff. And, somebody in the comments, even though the video seemed super, super helpful, and I understood what they were saying at the end, things like apparently mechanical royalties, which he was suggesting was what you would get if you collected money from somebody streaming your music from like a site like Spotify. But I guess that wasn't even correct. I guess that's not even considered a mechanical royalty. So I don't know if that's just a nuance or what, or if it even matters. Because if you're anything like me, you just want to know how the fuck you can monetize your stuff and not give a shit, right? So, what I do understand is you gotta have a distributor, and then you gotta have people checking out your other rights. Like, there's publishing rights and stuff like that, or whatever the heck. You don't automatically get, because if like something like iHeartRadio or Pandora is playing your music, that's not considered a stream, or as the one guy was saying, a point of sale, because he likened a stream to be essentially the same as somebody downloading your song or somebody buying your song. So that's one like revenue stream, but the other ones would be collecting from live plays and stuff like Pandora. And apparently, even go deeper down the rabbit hole, things like Pandora, which are considered to be website, what do you call them? It's like online radios or whatever, right? But the actual radio, FM, AM radios, you don't collect from? I don't know. It's a bit of a rabbit hole I don't quite understand just yet. So, that was a little bit much. Last night I was hoping to get done maybe a little bit more done than I got. But, whatever, that's the nature of the beast. You can't always hit a home run. And one of the things I was doing... Oh, look at that. A beautiful police officer just hanging out there. I gotta be careful. I draw too much attention to myself. But, what the fuck was I saying? So, I don't know. That's all that's on my mind right now. I had a pretty unsuccessful night last night. I wasn't getting anything done. But you know what? Never mind, damn it. when I started this off, I wanted to talk about this, but I didn't get around to it. So, enough of the tangent after 5 minutes, right? You know, it's the craziest thing to me. I feel this sense of just like I'm not doing enough because I need to get more stuff done, and literally in a sense it's kind of true because I've put very small amount of time in the last little bit here, so that makes sense, and that's a logical thought process. But you know, when fuck, I don't have my thoughts together today. I'm scattered right now. See, I should take notes right before I start these videos. That's what I should probably do. I did that for the first couple, and I was like, I'll just talk and whatever. And most of the time it turns out all right. But when you get ideas about, like, I want to talk about this, but then I want to talk about this, you can go down several rabbit holes, especially if they require maybe a little bit of talking about first, like descriptions of certain things prior. I'm not too worried. This recording is already silly anyway, so I'm just going to keep going with it. Fuck it. That's how we go, right? Okay, so what I really want to talk about is, okay, so even though I feel like I'm not getting a lot of stuff done, and I'm like, oh fuck, I need to get this, and I get some people legitimately do shit tons of work, and then they don't think they're doing enough, and that's like a kind of a mental ordeal where they never feel they're enough. Well, that's definitely not me. I don't suffer from not feeling like I'm enough, or else I wouldn't dare make videos that are so sloppy like this. You just accept what you have and you just deal with it, you know? But I cannot understand at all the way people treat their lives in general. You know, I go to work, I wake up, I do my shit, I go to work, I do my shit, I come home, I do my shit, like I do my legitimate shit, like where I'm working on a brighter future shit, and then I finally go to sleep after I feel like I've put in enough hours, because you can't always base it around how much you get done, but you gotta at least put the time in, you know? Like, I would have never felt done last night because I couldn't figure out the fucking conundrum, which was how the hell do music rights work, even though I swore I understood it up and down, left and right. And I mean, the funniest thing is, it doesn't even, half of this shit doesn't even matter, because it's just like I put my stuff up there initially right now just so I can have like a little benchmark of like, okay, well, I put some of my old music up online, and now the better stuff is going to come out, and it's going to be a good contrast because the other stuff kind of sucked and this stuff is better. Man, I'll tell you what, I always make that fucking coffee noise when I'm in the middle of recording. Usually when I'm like drinking coffee or eating something right before, because that's what it is. It's just like you get like a little film of liquid or something, and I'm very particular about that because, and a lot of people probably don't even notice that shit, because when I guess unless you're like singing all the time, it might not bother you. It's not really a big deal. But for me, it's just like I'm always singing, so I'm always in the back of my throat like, and people are looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? Dude, are you okay? Dude, are you okay? Dude, you getting a cold? Dude, you fucking, you know, no, I'm not getting a cold. I don't like that shit in the back of my throat. Food particles. Food and liquid particles. But, you know, I eat literally before I make these videos, so that's why. Look at me, I'm in the woods. I always take this little turnaround because I'm trying to talk before work, and I don't always want to stay on the road because it's not super safe thing to do. But I got off on a tangent there. What I was trying to say is, I don't get why or how people can just do their daily life and stuff and not, I don't know, not just be fine with it. You know, maybe I don't know if that makes sense like that, but I'm doing something. I understand that every day I'm working a little bit towards a goal, right? Every day I'm working, even if I don't get a lot done, I have a general direction of things I want to accomplish, and I still come up with constant ideas, and I have a brighter plan for what's going to happen. Matter of fact, last night I had another plan where I was thinking, okay, so I'm trying to promote my book, and one cool technique that people usually do is, I'm sure you've seen it on YouTube videos and stuff, where it's just like, go ahead and click down on my free, or to get yourself a free ebook to blah 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 blah. You know, they have a free product so they can rope you into something else down the road. I mean, usually it's for like consulting or who knows what it is, maybe a bigger book or something. Well, I need to make a bigger, or I need to make a smaller free product or something for, you know, to funnel people into. So I was thinking, okay, you know, it'd be really cool. I want to make a 30 to 100 page book called like The Expert Beginner or something like that, and it'll literally just be talking about how, you know, you're going to find yourself in situations where you're going to start things over and over and over again, and there's a good technique for how to do that. I don't mean like starting a new business over. I mean anything you start for the first time, you're going to have a bunch of firsts and stuff, but there's a specific way to go about it, and I'm just trying to articulate how I want that in the book. Well, that's an idea, and that gives me hope for the future, because it's like, okay, here's an idea. Now all I have to do is to put action to it, and then I'll get it, right? Well, damn it. Man, there's a car right behind me. So, what I don't understand is so many people legitimately just wake up every day, do their stuff, and go to bed. Or they watch TV. Like, what the hell is going on? How do so many people live being comfortable that they're not working towards shit? Like, nothing. Just waking up, going to work, playing with their dog, playing with themselves, going on the couch, watching football, and fucking around all day. I mean, you know, call me a little bit extreme or something for wanting to do something with my life, but what does that even add up to? You're not getting anything done. That's not satisfying. You can't, I mean, some people are maybe complacent enough where it doesn't burn them inside, and maybe they're fine with just being a lazy turd, I guess. And I get, not everyone's like super ambitious. You know, that's why I hear a lot of times people are just like, oh, well, maybe you're just more ambitious than me. Well, maybe our definition of ambitious is a little bit skewed, because I could be doing shit tons more. Like, I could be waking up early in the morning and probably get a more productive day, but I don't feel like it, so I just do it at nighttime. There's a lot of things I could probably do. So, well, that's probably the end of that right there. So, I gotta get to work, and fuck it. Some days are gonna be rants, some days are not gonna be rants, so we'll deal with it. Oh, look at my nose. Woo!